Welcome to the Arizona portion of my channel. And this is A to Z Decodes. As you may not know, you know now if you're listening. I am out here in Arizona and I like to, about once a week roughly, drop a Arizona story. And I have one here. Representative Adelita Grijalva says ICE pepper sprayed her during Tucson protests, 46 arrested in southern Arizona raids, and that, according to ICE. And if you didn't know what ICE is, uh, in the U.S. government, ICE stands for U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, the largest investigative arm of the Department of Homeland Security. Its primary mission is to enforce federal laws governing immigration, customs, and trade to protect national security and public safety by targeting cross-border crime and illegal immigration. Man, I look up Arizona news and this is like it's like the only thing that pops up all the time. It's like ice, 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 ice. Baby, too cold. No. But yeah, we get these ICE stories, and we get another one right here. Arizona's newest congressional representative says she was pepper sprayed by immigration agents during raids and protests in southern Arizona on Friday morning that resulted in dozens of arrests. Representative Adelita Grijalva said in a post on X, and they're still saying formerly known as Twitter. Isn't that stupid? Like, can we just go with one or the other by now? But she witnessed 40 immigration and customs enforcement agents during demonstrations linked to a federal operation at Taco Giro or Gyro. I don't know how to say that. If it's Gyro, Taco Giro or Gyro, whatever. A local Mexican food chain in Tucson, and I want to enter that as well because I haven't entered that just to see if it connects somewhere as we go here. But video posted on social media showed agents using pepper spray on the large group of protesters, along with Representative Grijalva, who arrived and tried to talk to protesters in a raid at the Tucson restaurant. The Democratic lawmaker said she had shown up to get lunch for herself alongside her staff. When she arrived, she said she identified herself as a member of Congress and was asking federal agents questions when she was reportedly pepper sprayed. I was sprayed in the face by a very aggressive agent and pushed around by others when I literally was not being aggressive, she said. I was asking for clarification, which is my right as member of Congress. So she just showed up for lunch. Ooh, do they got video here? They're probably going to hit with
Holiday traditions, Christmas cheer, and fantastic family fun await it for Tucson.
There we go. No volume. That works, though. Look at the video. Look at the video. Let me zoom in. Look at this. 1 minute, 42 seconds. 142, Arizona's birthday, 14th day of the second month. It never fails. I don't know if we're going to see video. This is probably just the protests. Agents out provoking the real people. Provoking the sheep, and then the sheep go along with it, probably. I don't know if we get footage of the pepper spraying. Probably not. But there's some of the footage right there. That looks like that taco shop right there, maybe. So somewhere, where's the footage? I mean, she's there she is right there. Did she already get hit? Maybe, huh? So somewhere amongst that chaos, I guess she got pepper sprayed. Okay? But I know why you're here, and you're here for a decode. Let's play this first.
Current confrontation with immigration and customs enforcement.
Oops, we're going to press play again.
Current confrontation with immigration and customs enforcement. Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva said on social media that she was pepper sprayed by an ICE agent.
Watch out. Hey, put it down.
So you can see the video. That is what happened there. And then she put up a video of herself saying what happened according to her. And the minute-long video was put up today. Grijalva was seen in her video telling agents to calm down and saying that they need to leave several times. And at one point in the video, a cloud of dust went off by her feet. It has not been confirmed what exactly it was. According to her post, it all happened outside of a taco restaurant in Tucson where they conducted a raid. That community is one that she represents in Congress.
That's acting right there. Not at its finest. Not at its finest. Okay, what do you think about this? Come on. Look at her name is a match with protests. And even protests has the 84 like Arizona. Remember, Arizona's that 48th state. Look at that. Adelita Grijalva, this like politician. She knows this is a stage and this is acting. And look at that, man. Adelita Grijalva, 132 in the ordinal cipher, just like protests. I mentioned that this is a political figure here in Arizona, and of course her birthday has political ties. October 30th. One more politician added to the list with the 13 connection. Notice protest equals 113, just like politics and bullshit. You see the 103 as well? All of this is like 13. Her birthday 1030, 1030 is like 13. Right? Top story trending. I don't know why I put that picture right there, but we can see that she's 55 years old right there. Representative Adelita Grijalva, pepper sprayed during an ICE raid. This was Friday a.m., 1 month and 5 days after her birthday, which is the same as 5 weeks, 1 day. You flip that, 1551. Arizona, remember, equals 105, like 15. This pepper spraying on a 15 date numerology. Pepper spray equals 155. Adelita S. Grijalva equals 155. You see her full name up here on the right? They just give a middle initial. And look at that. Adelita S. Grijalva. So look at, you get Arizona, you know Arizona has the 105. So you see the 15, you see the 1, we get the same numbers over and over and over when we get these Arizona stories. And remember, Arizona, the 48th state, protests 84, Arizona 84. Remember, Arizona founded in 1912? 8 plus 4 is 12. Arizona also equals 39. 3 plus 9 is 12. So we get this pattern, and we see it over and over and over again. Just again, look, when you think of Arizona, even though this was the Tucson area, when you think of Arizona and you're an outsider, and you've heard of Phoenix, right? You may think Grand Canyon as well, but Phoenix, that's the big city. Look at how Phoenix equals 26. This pepper spraying is on the day leaving 26 days in the year. Pepper spray even has the P like Phoenix. You also get a 26 and 62 numerology the day of this pepper spraying by these ICE agents. We saw footage. We don't know what that smoke was. She should know better because it's a stage, right? This stuff is staged. These are exactly what it says, immigration agents. These are agents of chaos. And like I mentioned earlier, you get some sheep out there that show up and follow along with it and just make the situation worse. Okay? Well, it says it right there. Look, agents. 46 arrested in southern Arizona raids at this taco stand or whatever. Did they say it was some of the workers? Possibly. Phoenix equals 46. 46 arrested. I mentioned this is a Tucson protest. Oh, I got some Tucson action for you. Because Tucson equals 70. This character was born in 1970. U.S. Representative for Arizona's 7th Congressional District since November 2025. 70 is like 7. Right? American politician. Solid.
Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva says she was pepper sprayed by ICE. The Democratic lawmaker says it happened during a raid at a restaurant in Tucson, Arizona.
Watch out, watch out. Let's go. Hey, put it down. Let's go. Put it down.
The lawmaker released this video on social media today and described what she says happened.
Hi, it's Adelita Grijalva. We just came up on a community that was protecting their people. We had, I would say, maybe 40 ICE agents, most of them masked, in several vehicles that the community had stopped right here, right in the middle of the street, because they were afraid that they were taking people without due process, without any kind of notice. And so I was here. This is like the restaurant I come to literally once a week, and was sprayed in the face by a very aggressive agent, pushed around by others. When I literally was not being aggressive, I was asking for clarification, which is my right as a member of Congress.
Grijalva says 2 members of her staff were also pepper sprayed and says she identified herself as a member of Congress to the agents and described some of them as being, quote, rude.
It might be you're right, but don't be alarmed if you get pepper sprayed, right? So I want to look up this restaurant. I believe I have a couple of minutes here. I'm just curious what the address is, maybe. Taco Giro. Look, here it is right here. Oh, look, there's one in Apache Junction close to where I am as well. There's one in they're all over, it looks like. There's a seafood. Here, look, here it is right here. What's the address though? I'm curious. Is that all Tucson? I don't know if is this all Tucson? They might have 3 in Tucson, so we don't know which one, huh? Hmm. I guess we're not sure. Do we recognize any of these from the video? I don't know, man. More? There's probably more too. Look, there's a whole bunch. But I don't know which one's Tucson. Let's try 610. There might be a few of them, huh? 610 Grand Avenue. I'm just taking a shot in the dark here. I thought that was in Phoenix. 610 Grand Avenue, Tucson. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest. Maybe. I would, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I would try some of this right now, though, for sure. That looks pretty fire right there. I ain't gonna lie. But you don't want to be at a Mexican grill and seafood and ICE agents show up. You know what I'm saying? That would be a bad time. Right? Agents of chaos, ICE. You know what I mean? ICE, baby, too cold. Too cold. Right? I mean, that's just something you don't want to be a part of. So, unfortunately for this politician, remember 46 arrested in the story. Phoenix equals 46. Look, ICE has that 64 right there. 64 times 2 is 128. The name of the restaurant equals 128. And you could see right here, Taco, I don't know if it's Gyro or Hero, I don't know. Well, look, you get that 47 right there. You get political stuff. You get 88 like Trump right there. Taco's got the T like Trump. Look at that 47 like government, right? Government, president, White House, Republican, Democrat. Agent has the 47. Ooh, and 88. Agent with the 47 and 88, like the name of the restaurant. Okay, and they tell you pepper sprayed by immigration agents. Okay? Damn. Isn't that wild? Here she is again right here. That political birthday right there, man. Click on images. Yeah, I mean, you show up during a protest. You know, don't be alarmed. You may have the right or whatever, but you know, you're involving yourself in chaos. Don't be surprised, you know, you get pepper sprayed. And that's exactly what happened according to this story. So see that thumbnail? All right. So, you know, that's all. I just wanted to come and present that, as I'm just kind of glancing here, and I don't really see much else. I hope you enjoyed that Arizona breakdown. I get to show, you know, I'm not in Tucson, right? But you know, I get to share some of these Arizona stories with you, and I'm happy to do so. So A to Z decodes. That's the story. Representative Adelita Grijalva says ICE pepper sprayed her during Tucson protests. Again, 46 arrested in southern Arizona raids at this restaurant. All right, until next time.